Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is CoinX and you're welcome to CoinxDaProducer. Today we'll be checking out an interesting free VST plugin for music production I believe you are going to like. So if you are into mixing, this is a must-have. This free VST plugin is called Reffrey and it just dropped this month of April 2026, and trust me, it is already in my template because it's that good. It doesn't add latency, it doesn't utilize much of your CPU, and by the way, this Reffrey is a reference analyzer and it does something no other reference track plugin does. It breaks your references down by elements and not just frequencies. Alright guys, before we go into the demonstration and checking out this plugin, knowing the features and the rest of it, let me walk you through the installation process, alright? I'll be leaving the link to this plugin in the description, so all you need to do is to head over to the description, click on the link and it will take you to this site. On this site, simply come down here and choose your suitable OS, and as you can see, this plugin is available both on Windows and Mac, and under Mac it is for M and Intel VST3 and AU, and for Windows it is 64-bit VST3. And as you can see, it is 100% free. So in my case, it's for Windows. I've done this before, but for the purpose of this demonstration, I will repeat the download process and you will find out shortly why. So click on that. On clicking on that, it will now bring you to this page where you have more instruction. Alright, you see we are on the download app section, and after that you do the installation, which is self-explanatory. Now this is the most important part. Click on this to open up your serial key. So simply copy that. Then after installation, launch the app based on the instruction here. When you launch the app, you will now see where it will require or request for the serial key. Paste it and confirm. You will be fully licensed and ready to go. Alright, now let's take a look at this plugin. But here is the truth. Most producers think reference tracks means just A-Bing your song against a pro track. There are some truth to that, alright? But to me, that is like trying to fix your car by listening to the engine. Now, you need to see what is wrong, because without that, there are areas you are definitely going to miss out on. Let me show you what mixing like a pro actually looks like on a spectrum analyzer.
Every prayer I pray, I thank the Lord. Say, give me you, my eternal joy. Baby, dance with me under the moonlight glow. I don't need silver, I don't need gold. All I need is you to hold.
Alright, I believe you saw that and you heard the sound as well. Let's talk about what is going on so that you understand fully how to use this plugin. Now on this section here is the range. It housed the visualizer and you can see different frequency ranges of the loaded tracks. Now to the left here is a slide that helps you narrow down a particular frequency you want to focus on. And the use case for this is, let's say you want to compare the sub-region of reference track against your project you are working on. You can now set it and then listen to it. You can clearly see it helps you to narrow down that particular band you want to hear. And by so doing, while listening, you can now toggle between your reference track and your main project. Just like this. So from there you can clearly see how useful this particular feature is. Now to the top right here is actually to navigate different windows or features. The first is for all. It enables you to see everything between your reference and your main track, but it all depends on the position of the loaded tracks. Alright, so this enables the solid. You see it without all this other detailed information. Now when you click on this one, it takes away the peak. This feature helps you to see the peak of the reference track and then be able to compare it against your own project. This other one is the AVG. You see it has disappeared, and this other one is for live feed, which means when you play your track, you notice once I turned it off, you stop getting that live real-time feed. All right. And the smooth feature helps to put everything under control and give you this well-rounded, smooth frequency response of the tracks. Alright, now speaking of toggling between your reference and your main project, all you need to do is to just play. As simple as that. Just click between the loaded tracks. Now, it is not just limited to 2 tracks. To add more tracks, you can simply come over here. And unfortunately, the theme is not bad, but you notice that I struggle to see the character, alright? And I wish there is a feature where you can increase the sharpness of the text. I'm not sure if it is existing, but I'll check out that later. So if you want to add more reference track to compare between your project, just simply click here, add, upload. Once you click on upload, it will take you to the browser section. You load up your track and click on the track. It will load. Once it's done loading, you click on add. It will come up with this tick, alright, but I'm not going to add it. Then you close and you see it will populate to another track, indicating that you've added the 3rd sample. And another interesting thing here is the moment you upload any track, it will analyze and capture the frequency response of that track, and automatically it comes up here. So what you're actually seeing here is the frequency response of the 2 tracks I've loaded or uploaded. Sorry about this. This is just a duplicate of this one, so I will delete it. And now we have, this is my main track and this is the reference. Alright, so, and with the help of these features, you can now have in-depth information about the tracks. Now, another useful feature here is if you come over here, you can see you can match the gain, which is very handy, so that you can have a proper A/B comparison. Alright, very useful. Now to this section here, this is where I see this plugin competing with other reference analyzing tools out there. It gives you the LOVs, it gives you the peak, it gives you, as you can see, I'm struggling to see this. Now, one thing I noticed is when you come to the view section, you can actually zoom in or zoom out. So when I zoom in, I notice that the characters become bigger, which is interesting. And now you can see it, mine, and you can see revs, and you can have a clearer view of all those things here, which is super handy, so that you can have a total knowledge of what this reference track has and then compare it against your own. Now, above here you can see fill, you can see difference. These are different views. You can see parts, and on this parts section is what blew my mind. Here you can actually see the sub, you can see the color. This is the sub information. If you want to know information about the sub region of the track, you can see it. You can also see the kick, you can see the snare, support, prominence, air, splash, and the rest of it. Although I've not really tried out this, but I know I will make out time to really dig deep to use it and understand it, and maybe then I'll make a dedicated video explaining this section. Now, over here you can see the area. From all this information you can see this tool is really designed in a way it will give you every single detailed information you need to know about the reference track or your own track. Imagine having this depth of information about your reference track and now apply it on your own track. That will be super useful, right? And now you can see to this point you can smooth it out. And remember, this is between your main track and your reference track. So that is it for that section. That is pretty much what I can show you about this plugin, and you can see it is quite easy to use. So you can toggle in full screen, super handy. You see everything becomes clear, and over here it actually have shortcuts, more features. So what are you waiting for? Just try it out. See the difference between when you are using other reference analyzing tools to mix and to compare it to when you are using this one. And make sure to share your findings and thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please give a like. It helps the channel. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe and turn on your bell notification for more content like this. If you want to check out more amazing free tools I've covered on this channel, the video on the screen is a playlist where I covered a whole lot of free tools for music production. Go there. Who knows, you might find something super useful, and I'll meet you there. As always, stay creative, stay focused, and bye for now.